The YouTube poop, for those who are not familiar, is essentially the taking of some source video, sentence mixing it, and editing it to create a silly hodgepodge parody. It should not be confused with the modern day deepfake, which uses AI to make videos that could easily be confused for the real thing.
I won't mince words, so here it is. F you.
No, YTPs are meant to be silly and insane. Now, do I have your attention? Because we're going to take a quick walk through time. I first joined YouTube in 2006. I've lived through the days of Daft Punk Girls, Chris Crocker, Numa Numa, and most notably, the time when friggin' everyone was playing and failing at I Wanna Be the Guy. Why? But as the aughts turned into the 2010s, I found myself looking for episodes of old cartoons I used to watch as a kid. Dexter's Laboratory, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Ah, Real Monsters, etc. Now, these days you could just buy episodes of these old shows to watch at your leisure, but back then they were almost nowhere to be found, except in the form of YouTube poops. Most of the first YTPs I watched were of the most amateur quality. There would be abundant use of the censor bleep, lots of repeated jokes, volume spikes, and this. There was one Ed, Edd n Eddy clip I remember vividly, but I couldn't find it for the life of me. That's the problem with trying to cover this subject 15 years after the fact. But here's a basic reenactment.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! It's over 9,000!
And yes, they did the repeated joke about 30 times while flipping the video horizontally, vertically, and adding a variety of color filters. But I told you all that to tell you about this guy, cs188. Probably my first exposure to his work was after Rebecca Black released the stupidest song imaginable. Remember that travesty? Well, in passing, I happened upon one of CS's videos, and I just could not stop laughing. That's when I decided to subscribe and check out the rest of his work. CS's early work made ample use of old music videos mostly. It's hard to steer when I got both hands on my gun. But his most iconic work was probably the first poop he ever made, based on a commercial for a presumably local home foundation repair company.
Get the Josh. We care more about the Josh than anything else.
But CS would hit the big time in 2012 when he published a poop of a super popular song that came out of nowhere. That probably caught you off guard and you're about to piss yourself. Sounds like a perfect time to introduce today's sponsor, the Plifter. Hey guys, have you ever wanted to take a piss but didn't want to wash your hands? Well, now you have the perfect excuse, and just listen to this satisfied customer.
Great idea there, guys. Great non-intrusive pedal to go right next to your pooping experience.
Hey guys.
But I want to really point out why CS is probably the best YouTube pooper you'll find on the site. He has the unique ability to use political content like debates and create a product that appeals to people of all political persuasions. Mainly because he not only makes fun of both sides, but also because his products are just so silly and absurd that it would take incredible effort to take any part of it seriously.
We have thousands of my employees roaming the street, and they have guns, and they shoot people that endorse Hillary.
And he went down with a silk screen and dumped the paint in and took the squeegee and dumped the silk screen in the paint and took the fabrics and he dumped the fabrics in the paint and took the squeegee and dumped the squeegee in the paint and dumped the paint on squeegee and kept going.
In addition to that, CS has made the best use of Billy Mays that I've ever seen.
Got dipping sticks.
It doesn't matter. Damn it, Walt. We did not order any fucking pizza.
Can't we at least just sit down and eat a piece of pizza together?
There is also his added charm of his reused jokes, most of which originated in that Hostess video.
If I had to do it all over again and had to take bids all over again, I would still do it all over again.
How are we going to do it? We're going to do it all over again. In fact, we're going to do it 15 million times over again.
You can do it all over again. Over 27 million times over again. They did whatever it took to get the Josh.
Pass this Josh bill. It will create more Josh for construction workers, more Josh for teachers, more Josh for veterans.
And in addition to funny mashups, CS also has some musical talent. It's rare that he still does this, but YTPMVs by CS do make for a sick beat too.
Liberty Medical is a company that's staffed with people
diabetes.
Winning. Bang, 7 grand rock. Winning. Wow, what does that mean?
And not only do the videos themselves make you laugh, but the vast majority of the video titles will even get you rolling. This one in particular is my favorite. Now keep in mind that not all of CS's work is available on his channel. There was a major purge of a lot of his content from his main channel during the adpocalypse, which included pretty much all of his Michael Rosen content. It was also around this time when the drama of his first major creation would come back to bite him, as his newfound popularity also saw a bunch of his fans prank call the business behind the commercial, and troll this guy on Facebook, whose name CS naively left unedited in his parody, asking if he would
do it all over again.
The owner wound up contacting CS directly to request him to take the video down. The business has since gone out of business in the intervening years, so I imagine that drama has died down considerably, but if you want to look up these old videos, you'll have to look for archives, like I did. In 2021, there was a brief period that I will call the "but interest was quickly lost" chapter, in which, thankfully, interest was apparently quickly lost. This was a point where I feared that CS had lost interest in the craft and was paving his exit. However, he appears to have since re-established himself with his Patreon, and has consistently put out new videos since 2021 on a monthly basis, each with manually written captions. And the quality, in my opinion, has stayed high, or at least consistent. If you're the kind of person who can get an easy chuckle out of a fart joke or poorly edited slapstick, you will definitely get a kick out of the content that CS puts out on a regular basis. Subscribe to his channel.
Do not subscribe to this channel.
Do not listen to Phil. Become a patron if you can, and tell him Yo Sniper sent you.